So Freaky 2020 tells the story of a teenage girl who swaps bodies with the town legend's serial killer, the Butcher. Hey guys, welcome back to another horror review. This time we are reviewing Freaky. Now, as you could already tell, this is kind of like a parody horror story of the Freaky Friday premise, with body switching. Now, this movie is directed by the same guy who directed Happy Death Day 1 and 2, which was a parody horror version of Groundhog Day. Christopher Lydon. Now, while Happy Death Day 1 and 2 were both rated PG-13, this movie was rated R. A lot of people had complaints about those movies not being too gory, and the comedy was overlapping the horror a lot in those movies. Now, Freaky is rated R. It's very gory. There is quite a bit of gore on this. So I guess this is kind of him, this is kind of his response, like, oh, you don't think I can do horror? I can do horror. Now, there's quite a bit of gore, and there's a lot of kills. I think there's 9, that's how much I counted. They're all pretty gory, especially the opening scene. The opening scene just hits you, like, you're expecting this movie to be like Happy Death Day 1 and 2, but it just takes like a complete swift, and there's like 4 people die in the opening scene, with all really creative kills that I don't see coming. Like, I was going, I actually really didn't see that coming. But not only that, like, there's loads of kills throughout this whole movie. But the funny thing is, most of the people that die in this movie, you're rooting for the killer to kill them, because, alright, the teenage girl, she's, like, kind of, like, bullied and stuff, and she's not the most popular person, but when she switches bodies with the serial killer, when her, like, consciousness goes into the serial killer's body, and she's, like, 6'5", and the serial killer's consciousness goes into her body, like, you see, her get revenge on all the bullies, and, it's really cool. But the other characters, like the little girl's friends, they're all pretty likable. You know, you got that, the gay, stereotypical gay guy, you know, he's pretty likable. He's funny as hell, also. Her other friend was pretty likable, and, that other jock guy, that was, like, her crush, to be honest, he was kind of annoying, but he wasn't that bad. He was tolerable. He was good in some parts, but he was kind of annoying in other parts. Now, the comedy is actually really good. I found myself laughing at quite a few parts during this movie. Like, you know, there's quite a few things, interesting things you could do with the premise of a little girl being in a 6'5" serial killer's body. Like, she's like, being standing up is kind of rad. And there's also a scene where, like, a gay character is coming out as straight, and that is not a spoiler. It's kind of like a joke in the movie. It's not a spoiler. I'm not going to spoil. This will be a spoiler-free review, guys. I'm not spoiling anything in this review. I'm trying my best not to give you any spoilers. I really love this movie, guys. I've seen it twice. I didn't see it in theaters, because in New York, none of the theaters have opened. I got to see it on streaming. I thought this movie was really fun. While the comedy is great, the scares are great also. There's quite a few moments where I'm gripping my seat. But yeah, really fun movie. Would really recommend it. Now on to my negatives. Now I only have really small nitpick negatives, and they really aren't that big for me. There's like some plot holes here and there, like most of this little girl, she like kills in the school, but like wouldn't there be cameras around to see her doing this? But it really um well, it really doesn't affect the story for me, because really this is a horror comedy. This isn't meant for you to like really think, and this movie's just meant for you to enjoy yourself. It's not meant to be critiqued. Other than that, I would give this movie 8.7 out of 10. I would really recommend it. Really suggest you watch it. If you don't want to go to the theater, which I don't know if it's in the theaters anymore, you could just watch it on streaming. It's pretty cheap. It's like $20. It's the same price as a movie ticket, but really would suggest that you watch it. Now, alright. That's my review for Freaky. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. This is just my opinion. If you hated this movie, let me know in the comments down below. Be sure to like this video and subscribe. I have tons of other content on my channel like this. Yeah. I'll talk to you guys soon.